Hey there, YouTube, how's it going? Well, today we're going to jump straight into this next part of my tutorial for designing characters for your own comic projects. So, hang on, I'll just find the previous file. Yeah, try find it this way first. Let's see. Alright, that's easy enough. Damn it. Here it is. Alright. From last time we went from drawing a stick figure to drawing a stick figure character like this one. And then we experimented with faces and face shapes until we eventually came up with this one. So I hope you guys have been practicing. And hopefully have designed some pretty cool character faces as well as some interesting stick characters. Like if you want to do something really cartoony, you could just do something like this. Nothing wrong with that. As I always say, art is a personal expression. There's no right or wrong answer. Some people might not particularly like your artwork, you know, like they say, you know, you can't please everyone, but there's always a certain, I think, bit of integrity that goes with following your own vision. Alright. Now this time, what we're going to do is we are going to work on designing like the rest of a body. We've done faces, now we need to work on the body. So hang on, I'll just adjust this. I always try to keep, when I'm using the pencil tool here, I want to try and switch the scale to about 48 to 0.48. I just prefer it so. Alright, so let's get started. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to draw another stick sort of figure. Just something basic for now. Observe. Oh. Hang on, I'll zoom in a little closer. Tidy this up. Always remember to zoom right in it makes it easier to tidy things up when you're finished. So for this step, all we're going to do is just draw us another figure. So this is obviously the face. Just like in the previous one, just a stick figure for now. And then I'm going to show you how to basically use that to design the rest of your character's body. Alright, just an eye. Doesn't have to be perfect. In fact, in this case, you don't really have to make this look particularly good. It's just a sort of scale. Just like before, this is just a guiding tool to get you better at your artwork. Like me, I can draw the shapes of my characters and all that without even trying. I don't have to go through all these steps. But for some people, can't just up and draw things out of their head like that. It takes practice and skill to learn. You gotta learn the skills and all that. Which is no different from me from when I first started. So again, like I said, for now we're just basically doing another stick figure to give us a rough shape of a person. Alright, so let's zoom out, take a better look. So this is another basic stick person. Now, again, don't beat yourself up if it doesn't look 100% perfect. It's not supposed to at this point. So, what we're going to do now is basically design a body around that, basically using this as our guide. Actually, probably make these legs a bit bigger actually. His legs are usually pretty long. Alright, let's do this. Now, so we will start from the head. So what I want to do at this point is just sort of start drawing in a head. So these are the sort of the ears I'm doing at the moment. Maybe just a basic sort of hairline. Now again, doesn't have to be perfect at this point. We'll be doing some tidying up later. And yes, if you're having difficulty drawing it, definitely zoom in and get yourself closer so it's easier. Alright. Now, so basically, I'm just getting the character's basic shape of his head, how I want his head to be. And this is my guide. Now, I've got a basic head right here. Now what I want to do is start erasing all this excess stuff that we don't really need. That's the ticket. If you can, I'm not erasing the whole thing at this point, I'm just sort of gonna do this. Because now I can grab the bucket fill tool and just do that. Same with that. Bloop. What that does is save me quite a bit of time. Just sort of disconnecting all that. Off. Now I can start doing the rest of his head. Get things the way I want it. So now I can do the ears, get the ear shape exactly the way I want it. Now, depending what kind of shape of the body I want, whether I want a masculine body or a smaller body, for now we'll do a bit more of a, not an over muscly body, you know, not like Incredible Hulk big, just something a little basic. And now I can start adding in some hair down here. We give him something a little wavy. Give him a little. There we go. Now, if you want, you could do his eyes like this. You could map out his whole face doing this. If you want, that is up to you. But I'll show you this way. This is a really good beginner's way. Now what I'm doing here is I'm basically designing the eyes. couple of these up here for the eyebrows. Alright. You see, just like that, I got some basic looking eyes. If I want to make them look a bit ghoulish, I can do this, add a bit of shade. So now I've got the nose and basic cheek marks. Feel free to use a smaller scale if you want. That is entirely up to you. Always put a little shade there. Why not? Now we start editing towards the neck. First, let's have a look at how this is looking so far. Got a basic face over a stick figured like body. Yeah. Alright. So now I want to sort of bring in the shoulders. And now we start trying to formulate a little muscle. Very important that before you design characters you learn how to draw basic figures. It's very important, and that's what we're going over in this step. As well, sooner or later you just might have a character who is topless or is a bit more stronger looking than the others. Throughout your drawing career, you'll end up drawing all sorts of different characters. You know, that's that's simply a fact. Oh. Oh, crap. So now we start drawing in some definition here, some muscle, add some more shade. Shade spots, add some muscle for the side. Now we basically repeat the progress here. Alright, now that is looking pretty good. Now you see what you see it's how it's starting to look like now. The final picture of the character is probably going to end up bigger than this stick figure, but that's no problem. It's not a problem at all. Now we get back to work here. Now we're going to start working on the abdomen, and we'll progress onto the lower body. So let's draw in these remaining neck muscles. Start drawing in body features such as the abdomen. Now, don't beat yourself up if you don't get this right, the first time, or the first couple of times even. This takes practice. Even I'm still learning. You learn more the more you do it. And as I've been saying all tutorial, there's no real right or wrong answer. Feel free when you do this, when you're drawing a character, feel free if you want to add some muscles, like you put some lines, like on his chest or something, to simulate veins or even scar tissue. Go nuts, play around. Because really, this is all experimentation here. No right or wrong answer. As I'm quite fond of saying. Yeah. Alright. I better just erase this. Now we're getting to the part where we start drawing in the lower body. So here we are again, drawing in the muscle. Now, bear with me with feet. I'm not sure how good I am at drawing feet. It's not often I draw characters that are barefoot. So try not to judge me too hard. But I think that's basically the shape. Again, we start erasing all these extra lines and stuff we don't need anymore. Alright, now very important that we cover that, make that no shade area. As someone once told me, you got to be careful when it comes to nudity on your videos, or anything for that matter. There we go, can't see a thing. And again, you repeat. Now we basically have our first figure. We've basically designed our first humanoid figure for our first character. And that, so now we've gone from stick figure to this, to designing face, to now a full person. Now I'm just going to go ahead and add some colour to this for the heck of it, because I can, just to sort of complete it. Feel free to do the same. The next time I come back, I'm going to show you how to design clothes. So we can give this character some clothes, really give him his defining features. Yeah. And here he is. Roughly. Let's have a little look at him. Have a look at that. How cool does that look? Am I right? Or am I right? So yeah, like I said, keep playing around. You can make all sorts of different figures, if you want to do an overweight person, you could start with something like when you draw this figure, instead of that, you make these arms, larger, and this area here rounder, and the head closer to the body maybe. But yeah, play around with figures and let's see what you come up with. Anyway, that'll be that for this tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll be back next time for another tutorial. Next time, clothes!